Let's go. Look. Hey, look at my fish.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Barbecue and Bulldog, Super Bowl Sunday. What's going on? I want to talk about a couple situations. First, we got to address the fact that the dog game, it's not for everybody. Just like the drug game, it wasn't for everybody. See, the drug game and the dog game, old heads used to put a couple tests on y'all and see if you passed the test, if you was a good young boy. It wasn't for everybody. Nowadays, everybody want to get a dog, want to be part of the situation. Then when they get caught, oh, my wife, I got to be there for my kids. A real man's there for his kids. You wasn't thinking about your kids when you was doing what you was doing. That's part of the game. That's why it wasn't for everybody. Like, it was supposed to be for stand-up dudes. People with honor, integrity. If they got caught up, they didn't tell on their friends. They stood 10 toes. They want the dogs to scratch. The people got to scratch. There's no such thing as, oh, this and that. No. If you want your dog to scratch, you got to scratch. The dog game is the street game. Now you think about that. Now everybody got dogs. Are you built for this? I got hit 3 times. First time I was already in jail, they tried to hit me around 99. They threw the case out because I was already in jail. The second time I was with my wife now. They came in, raided us. They tried to charge her, make her tell on me. She said, hell no, she scratched. I scratched. We beat it down to summaries. I come home again off of that joint, off of doing like 15 months. State parole, got let me out because I was caught a new case. They let me out. I didn't know it was the same homies that would set me up the first time. And he got locked up because I guess he couldn't do no time away from his kids or his girl. He would have thought when he get locked up, his girl's gonna fuck on him. If your girl, you know what I mean, if she gonna fuck on you, she ain't your girl. That's part of the game. Charge it to the game. Charge all that shit to the game. That's part of the game. Ooh, I almost caught something there. Yeah, I caught something. I got something. Yeah. But, yeah. And, yeah, barbecue and bulldog. Look, I caught something. Hello, babe. Caught something. Well, I'm schooling y'all to this game right here. Yeah. But the game is, you know what I mean? If you want your dogs to scratch, you got to scratch. And this game ain't for everybody. The game ain't for everybody. Because you got to be able to be game. And then when the dog comes, when the shit comes, you don't sell your dogs out. You got to stand 10 toes. You keep it or you not. Here. Get it, baby. You got to scratch. My wife, they try to get her to tell on me. She ain't tell on me. She stood 10 toes. We spent over $69,000, $70,000 off of 2 cases, 57 off of 1 case. More. And she tried to tell my wife, they tried to get my wife to tell on the same lure she paid for, tried to tell her to get on to tell on me. The dog game is a street game. It's not for everybody. We're just talking facts right now. That's why we in the water. Now, that's why, all right, now we'll come down to test. I'm going to tell you how I got tested when I was young. I had Carver dogs, Stompanato Butcher Boy dogs from an old head named Larry Butcher. Peace, shout out to Larry Butcher, his old head, man, rest in peace. He bought these Carver dogs. He had a Philly Bow bitch, and he brought these Maximilian off of a Carver's Dime and all that Stompanato shit, all that old school Carver shit back in the day. Around the 80s, he bought that shit from Texas. Now back then, the old heads used to tell you, yo, you gotta clean up shit. You gotta clean up dog shit for 20, 30 years before you get some hot shit. Old head literally cleaned up dog shit for 20, 30 years and took some dogs. He stole some dogs from Texas, brought them up from PA. Carver dogs. So I found me a good Carver dog and I bred it to a backyard boogie dog. That shit was like 94 when I bred it. 93, 94 when I bred that dog to the backyard boogie. Didn't know the paperwork. She was an all white dog. So around 96, we went up to the city. He passed all his tests, all his bumping. He bumped all his school. He passed all his schooling. I sold him. I got him back. His name was Rock. Keep coming, Kettles Rock. Well, he broke a canine, so the guy that bought him said he wanted to give him back. He didn't want the dog because he broke his canine. So I took him and I bumped him. This seemed like that canine didn't bother. This was back in the day when I was acting, the good old days. Nowadays it ain't shit like that. I'm retired. I don't condone. I don't sell or own any dogs for any illegal purposes. Look, I caught another one, babe.
I know. I was about to catch one too. That's a baby though.
Putting this one back on. But yeah, I don't sell. I'm done. I retired. I don't sell or own any dogs for any illegal purposes. But at that time, I was in the mix. Around 94, I was still in high school. I went up to Philadelphia, matched the dog. He came in dried out. He was dried out. I was trying to dry him out. He was too dry. We went in. I came in about a half a point over. I was a young bull. It was a kennel they hadn't lost in like 10 years. They had a grand champion. And when I came over, the old head was like, fuck it, pay the forfeit. I paid the forfeit. The old head said, I'm going to take the young bull's money. I smoked him in 27 minutes. My Carver dog beat the Kingfish dog in 27 minutes. And we went out there. It was a young bull. Young bulls keep coming kennels. Beat the good Kingfish dog in 27 minutes. Dog was 2 dogs for an hour. But he couldn't go 20 minutes with my Carver dog. So I beat the old head. First, they ain't losing 10 years. I don't want to say their kennel name because everybody knows them up in the city. And I beat him in South Philly, old head. First name Pops. We went into his basement and beat that shit. I think he rest in peace now. Rest in peace, old head Pops. But so something happened. I lost Rock. Rock was a good old dog, even though he was half curve shit. He was a good bulldog and he bred good dog. That's Stompanato dog. That's why I got Stompanato Butcher Boy dogs now for no illegal purposes, dog. And so I had lost Rock, so I was trying to get some good working stock. So I went to the old head and I bought a dog. They had some turtle buster shit, some kingfishers off of a dog named off of Ironhead. He was a 4-time winner. He had 4 bodies. So I bought a puppy off him named Wizzy. So I went to a spot. That's how the old head test me. I went to a spot. I bought Wizzy for $300. Gave me the paperwork. So when I was leaving, old head hit me up. He had like 30-something dogs, all good shit, all working shit. Grand champions, champions, all that shit. He told me, he said, young boy, I got all these dogs, I ain't got no money to feed them. Give me like $25 so I could buy a bag of dog food. I was hustling at the time. I was young boy. I was like 10th, 11th grade, probably 11th grade. 96, I was in 12th grade, I think. I was hustling. So I told the old head, what? $25 shit, old head? Man, here's 50. Old head seen me giving $50. He looked at my young boy. My old head was mad that took me up to see this old head. He was mad that the old head tried to hit me up with the, with the flim flam. But I said, man, fuck it, I'll give you $50. I was hustling. I gave him a whole bunch of money. I had a wad full of money. Old head said, what? He looked at me. He said, man, this is a young boy. A thorough-ass young boy. I'm like 17, 18 years old. Old head told me, go in the backyard. You can take this dog, that dog. Here goes his kennels. He gave me the tightest, one of the tightest turtle buster dogs bred, one of the last ones bred. Double bred motherfucking, my wife called another one. Double bred gaming grit on top, double bred Fargo on the bottom. Name was Tucker. Robinson's Tucker. We had that joint. He gave me Icy. Robinson's Icy. Man, he gave me some good dogs. So I had fucking Icy, Wizzy, and Tucker, which became Joey Crack, the dog I got on my arm. I'll tell you a story about him. We BBQing Bulldogs. We tell stories here about the good old days. So, old head gave me them 3 dogs. A couple of weeks later, they gave me my first champion, Star. Out of all that, just for giving the old head $25 extra for dog food, I got 4 dogs for $300. He tested me. That's what nowadays nobody's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's testing these young bulls. Everybody's in the game, so when the police come get them, they tell. That's why everybody's getting hit. Same thing on the street, same thing as the hood. The hood is fucked up, the game's fucked up. The dog game is a street game. I come home from fighting my case. I did 38 months, I come home. Everybody's putting this one old head I kind of liked, and everybody's putting him on blast for telling on people back in the day. And I asked the old head, I was playing around, I said, old head, what's going on? Why everybody fucking with you? He said, everybody telling me on some street shit, fucking with me on some street shit while we doing dogs. And the first thing I told him, I said, old head, dogs is a street shit. Street shit is dog shit. Don't get it fucked up. You still gotta stand by the morals and the codes. They come get you, you better stand 10 toes or you better scratch. Just like you want them dogs to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I like Carver dogs and Turtle Buster dogs. That's the first dogs I was with. My first one was with a Carver dog. And then I got introduced to the game with Turtle Buster dogs. They had other shit, but they Turtle Buster dogs was popping. They had pretty good Turtle Buster dogs. I won with one of them when I was active. These are in late 90s, middle 90s. And then come 2002, that's when I think the dog game got really fucked up. It's 2002 when the blue dog era came on. Because I remember going to the dog shows before 2002. It'd be, a good crowd, a couple people here and there. And then come the blue dog era, they come around. It's everybody. The dog shows is filled with all these blue dog people, all these cur loving people. And then you notice how the shit got hot after that. Here you go, babe. That's when shit got real hot, when everybody was fucking with them blue dogs around 02. The game ain't for everybody. But if they do come, I never hope nobody go through the problems that I went through. The last 9 years, I've been in jail 6 years fighting them dog cases. After already doing 8 years. Had to scratch every time, no matter how old I get. I hope you do this shit. If they come, I don't wish nobody no bad luck. I don't wish nobody going facing that law. But the dog game is a street game. I'm just trying to put y'all on. It's the same shit. Even if you're a square on the dog game, they're gonna look like you're doing some street shit. Like if you're a young boy, you hang around with niggas in the hood and you a square, hey, they gonna look at you like you the niggas in the hood, no matter if you're a square. Same thing with the dog game. People gonna look at you like you doing some dirt, even if you're not. So if they do come to your door, just scratch, man. Don't put it on another dog, man, or none of that shit. Cause that's what they'll do. Niggas can't do no time from their girl, thinking their girl gonna fuck on, or their kids. Well, don't get in the game then, cause it's gonna happen. Some bullshit's gonna happen. It's fucked up. That's how it is in the street game. You can't even have a 6-month run, a year run with hustling drugs without going to jail. You're not gonna do nothing with the dogs without going to jail. It's over, fellas. And the ones that's getting in and it's in the hot, you know what I mean? Don't trust nobody. Hunt them dogs, do some good shit with them. You know what I mean? Because nowadays it's fucked up. You waste a lot of money, a lot of years of your life just trying to have fun with some good working stock. I wish we all could come together and help each other out, but you know how that shit go. But yeah, them Carver dogs, them Stomping Out dogs and Turtle Buster cross is a good ass cross. That's what I'm starting off with. I like what I got. I mean, something on the water, just talking about some bulldogs real quick. And just letting you know, be careful out there. Test them young bulls, old heads. If them young bulls don't pass, man, fuck them, cut them off. Don't even sell a dog to them. Fuck the money. And I don't wish no trouble on nobody, but if them boys coming out gonna do it, you better scratch like them dogs better scratch. I don't condone no illegal shit. And I don't breed and own no shit for no illegal shit. But they look at us with that motherfucking biased eye anyway. So just cover your T's, cross your T's and cover your eyes and be careful, y'all. Have a good time. Hope y'all catch y'all fish.